University Library talking library services that our Summer Institute has available.
Per use. So if a database is not being used, we cannot financially and consciously fund that database. So you can suggest databases, but then please use them so that, because we have to look at the stats to validate our purchases. So suggest databases at any point. And that's how we've come across some really good databases. The English department needed a second database. We went through, we looked at a few databases, we sent it out to the English department. They gave a thumbs up on it, and we got the database for the English department. So we want to get you what you need to teach, okay? And for your students to do research. That can go from video databases to, we will be purchasing an art museum database, we could do everything in different topics. So, those are how the databases work. The next thing is talk about ILLs. When you can't find an article for yourself, usually, so for example, these are going to be example, or your students can't find an article. We can ILL the article for you or for your students. So if you're working on, you want to know more about distance education and grading practices, and you can't find this article that you want because only very large databases have it. We are not a large university. We don't have the funds that large universities have. We can ILL the article and get it between 3 and 14 days, usually. It's usually not 14 days. Same goes with your students. Your students are writing a paper or doing a project. If they want this article, we can ILL an article for them as well. So we just had a student ask for 2 medical journal articles last week. And of course we are not a medical library, and those are very expensive databases, but we were able to get the articles for her from some surrounding medical libraries, and she just wanted to know more about something that a supervising nurse and doctor had told her about. So I thought that was a very good, that's an excellent sign for a student to want to do some research, but 2, that she knew where to go. She knew to call me and for us to kind of work together to find that article. And that was because I've gone to her class and talked to her about our services. So we do that for students as well. Another thing that we have is the faculty reading room, and this is more of like a fun service for faculty. Our faculty reading room is on the 3rd floor of the library. There's like 2 little soft seating chairs